Hey folks, I hope y'all are doing well today. You're watching this on Monday, but I'm actually recording it on Sunday night because I'll be traveling all day on Monday. So I wanted to be sure that I got a video in here to give you some of God's love and God's grace. Looking very much forward to coming home. I've had a wonderful, wonderful time in Salt Lake City this weekend, but I'm looking very much forward to coming home and being back in the pulpit, being back with family, being back home. It's always good. And the fact that black powder season started this weekend is another good reason to be on the way home. But let me share with you from God's Word right now. In 1 Thessalonians chapter number 5, verse number 15, Paul says these words, "See that none render evil for evil unto any man, but ever follow that which is good, both among yourselves and to all men." Paul is exhorting the church at Thessalonica in exactly what we're supposed to be doing as Christians. Don't be rendering evil for evil. How many times have we been wronged and we feel like it's the proper thing to do to exact some kind of evil on those that wronged us? Now, that might tend to satisfy our carnal desires, but it's not supposed to be how we act as Christians. And Paul is reminding the church at Thessalonica here, but he's also reminding us that that's not how it needs to be. He says, "But ever follow that which is good, which is both among yourselves and to all men." But he goes on in his instruction. In verse number 16, "Rejoice evermore." Verse number 17, "Pray without ceasing." Remember, I always challenge all of us to be in a constant attitude of prayer. And then verse number 18, "In everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Jesus Christ concerning you." Paul doesn't say for everything give thanks. See, that's where people get wrapped around the axle. It's just like in Romans where Paul tells us that God causes all things to work together for good to them that love the Lord. He didn't say that all things are good. He said that all things work together for good to them that love the Lord. And then here he says, "In everything give thanks," not for everything, but in everything. Because let's be honest, folks. There are going to be things that come our way that are not so good that we probably wouldn't be thankful for. But you know what, Christian? Even in the midst of that, you can still be thankful. Why? Because we have a God that loves us. I was doing a little bit of readiness/resiliency training for my soldiers, and I talked about that idea of happiness and joy being two mutually exclusive things. They are two different things. Joy is something that we can choose to have in the midst of whatever may be going on in our life. Happiness is temporal and it's based on circumstances. So Paul says, "In everything give thanks." He doesn't say for everything give thanks. He says, "In everything give thanks." We can give thanks to God even on our worst day. So I hope and pray that you have a wonderful day today. I hope this gives you a challenge. I'll remind you, it's in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. I read verses 15 through 18. If you want to look that up a little bit later on your own time to get a little bit of inspiration and a little bit of challenge. But I'm looking very much forward to being back home. And you all pray for safe travels. And I will see you all a little bit later. Love you folks, and I'll talk to you a little bit later on. God bless you.